It's basically clipping other people's content. Now this, when I talk about this, or I do examples of this, showing this on YouTube, it always piques interest, so I'm sure it'll pique your interest. Now, this is a little bit black hat, and I don't necessarily suggest that people go this route if they're trying to build a YouTube audience, but you can. And clipping other people's content is a form of, you don't ever have to hit record. You don't have to physically record on a camera. You don't ever have to physically, record your screen on a computer. Basically what clipping other people's content is you're taking other people's videos and you're making them into your own videos and slapping them up on your own channel based around that niche for YouTube ad revenue eventually. Now obviously you have to hit that threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in a year to be able to monetize your channel and collect the ad revenue on that. Now you might be asking, well, how does that work? How can I use other people's videos so that, I don't get hit with copyright strikes? How am I allowed to monetize other people's videos? But there's two main ways. That's really all you need to know. There's two main ways that you can get away with it. First and foremost is Creative Commons. If you don't know what Creative Commons are, there's a YouTube license where you can basically upload videos and you can upload them as Creative Commons, which basically in short means that anybody's free to use them for whatever purpose. Now there are a number of videos online, and I'll flash a couple of them up on the screen as B-roll right now. I love that I'm telling you that's B-roll. I'm terrible at the editing process. I'm thinking ahead while I'm doing it. But I'm popping a couple of them up on the screen. You can search through Creative Commons around any niche. One of the ways that I used to monetize a Creative Commons channel was, I would take clips of fitness clips that were Creative Commons clips, and I would make them and monetize them into, motivation fitness clips. And it was very, very easy. Didn't make that much ad revenue, but it was easy to create those videos and use other people's videos. I never had to get in front of the camera. I never had to record anything. I simply used other content and I made it my own. Another way that you can do that is, obviously you have to have some editing skills, so you can use a program like Shotcut, which is free. You can use a program like Premiere Pro, which is one that I use and recommend, or Final Cut if you're on, if you prefer on MacBook, although Premiere can be on MacBook as well. Or if you don't want to go the Creative Commons route, because there's a lot of people out there that do that and use that content, and there's also, a lot of people know about that, you can clip other people's content that might get you copyright claims. Now, what I mean by that is you have to find a specific niche where the person who's creating the content doesn't care about other people posting it. They just want to get it out there. So a good example of this might be Joe Rogan, which another example might be Brendan Schaub. Both two UFC enthusiasts. Rogan's a UFC commentator. He's got I think like the 10th or like something like that, like one of the top 10 podcasts in the world right now, and he's like one of the top 100 YouTube channels that shows the podcast. You can clip his podcast. He's said countless times he doesn't care. He's not going to copyright anyone. He's not going to copyright strike anyone. However, you can't just take his content and upload it, because YouTube will prevent you from doing that. They'll strike it. They won't give you any copyright strikes on your channel, but they won't allow you to monetize that video because they know that it's his video and not yours. The bots are always scanning. They're always searching. So that begs the question, regardless of whatever piece of content that you use, another example of content that I've used is basketball clips. And you can take highlights from basketball games and re-upload them. But what you have to do is you have to manipulate the visuals and you have to manipulate the sound a little bit so that the bots don't realize that it's the same video. Now, like I said, this is a little bit black hat, and I don't necessarily suggest it. It's just a way to, that you can monetize YouTube if you don't want to create your own content and actually start recording.